Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Where we left off in the last episode, we were kind of digging out a bunch of materials, finishing up the spaceship, getting a lot of this surface area kind of cleared out, and working towards stabilizing morale and um, just getting everything kind of prepped and ready. We are working slowly towards getting another Dreco farm up and running so that we can generate more plastic, or at least generate plastic more consistently. So everything's kind of working towards that direction right now. I have not actually done much of anything with these plug slugs over here, but I am going to have to figure out something with them. Okay, we are getting bedrooms generated, so that is good. I am going to start deconstructing some of these cots, if anything, just to force them to find a new bedroom to go live in. And we are continuing to make paintings, although they're not great. I'm sure they are helping at least a little bit with decor. Yeah, you see how the decor is starting to look a little more green overall. I think that's good. Um, I wish we had like an actual artist that would help, but we have not been kind of handed one yet. So I don't really want more dupes at the moment. So I'll just take the Paku. They'll all kind of flip flop in this direction and pop down to this water here, which is fine. I am digging this out a little bit to get the water level lower. So, well, A, this gas can start pumping again, but B, we might be able to clear out enough room here so that we can finish building our second glossy Dreco system. We kind of got the top part going here, but bottom part is definitely not where it should be yet. We have way too many glossy Dreckos. We have to kind of reposition here. And there's all the Pakus. They've all kind of fallen down here where the water's at. Even hit a couple new breeds of Paku down here. These dupes are not going to be particularly happy because of soggy feet, but that's all right. I do kind of want to prioritize getting this dug out so that we can keep moving on these Dreckos here. So let's keep moving towards, let's make a copy. I'm going to try to position things in a similar way. This gas vent's going to have to move, I can tell you that already. All right, that is lined up. That is lined up there. We're going to need a whole gas pump system to clear the room out and pump hydrogen into here. I don't know where the hydrogen's going from this room. It's kind of gone again. It's here. It's just low. It's a bit strange. I don't think any more water is going to be falling out of here. Because we have this kind of closed off right now. It's not pumping out because it's over full and kind of blocked off, and we capped this so that it's not generating steam, or well, it's still generating steam, but it's not, the water's not getting there. I kind of wish I got these pipes built into here, because the temperature would be a lot. I'd be able to utilize that to heat this area a little more. But that's all right. We'll sort it out eventually. We definitely have to mop this area. I don't want wet feet everywhere while they're building. It's going to be bad enough that they're going to get wet feet. I think we could probably bring down the same vent system here. Every time I hear that noise, I think a dupe's gonna die in like 2 seconds, so keep glancing off to the side. All right, let's pump this out here. Get that gas vent built. We will probably want to just move this high pressure gas vent somewhere over in this area. I'll probably put it, I don't want to put it too far down because the water might back up and then, you know, block it off, but let's go ahead and get this. We're going to have to move the whole thing because it's kind of in the way. Because we're going to need to build this whole, like, atmosuit checkpoint system here. That's all right. Let's go ahead and get the wall at least started over here. Okay, so this is where it gets a little more tricky. Because, oh, we do definitely have a lot more copper here now. That's good. So it's only 2. All right, so let's go ahead and build. And then we have a station there. Okay. And then it looks like we go down one and then come over to here. And then you go up 2. It's not exactly lining up. So I must have screwed something up along the way. I think it's because there's this extra. No, that seems right. That's under there, and then that's up there. And then that's like that. I don't know why the ladder's there, but that's okay. Oh, that's only 3 high. Whereas this is 4 high. That's part of the problem. Okay, so let's deconstruct this, cancel this. I think it's fine for that to still be. No, I'm gonna have to take everything down a level. Or move everything up a level. Which I think is probably easier at this point because of this. So let's just cancel everything we just put down there. And then we're going to have to... Yeah, we'll have to just kind of bump it all up a little bit. Dig this out. Let's deconstruct this whole area here. We're going to have to build some ladders. That's fine. All right, so I think what we're going to have to do... Let's get this tile... Yeah, something like that. Which I shouldn't have... Guess I shouldn't have deconstructed that or canceled the build anyway. Let's go ahead and get that gas pump built still. Definitely have more copper popping in around here. I accidentally clipped this, but that's all right. Let's do like a priority 8 on all of this stuff just to get it done. And I'll wait for them to kind of finish building this up before I go back and start plopping all this in there. I'm going to have to I'm going to have to deconstruct all this as well. This should be a priority 8 as well as that, so I can... I'm also going to just have to move this whole thing. Let's go ahead and look at that. It's all ventilation stuff, so we're going to have to move it kind of over here, I think. Well, this is now the lowest point, so I should probably move it there. And then let's go ahead and bring the pump up here. It doesn't have to face like this now, though. Get the gas pipe to go in there. That'll be the filtering the carbon and sending that in there. And then this will be the output, which all this is getting deconstructed first. Where's this coming from? That's outputting from there, which none of that's necessary anymore. So let's just deconstruct like all of this stuff. This is all just craziness here. And this can come out of here. I don't need any of this stuff anymore. Or that, because then that line will just like kind of loop down here and go there. Man, that's a big unweaving of a giant web of piping. But that's okay. It's okay. All right, we got new printables. Let's take a look at what we got. Creativity, decorating. This is exactly what we were looking for. So let's go ahead and slap this boy down. Nicola, let's look at a colony not colony summary. That's not what we want. Duplicant skills. Okay, you are going to be our art lad. So let's go ahead and get you going there. Ren, what was your thing? You were pilot and a tinkerer. So we'll start you with tinkering because we only really need one pilot at the moment. And let's set the priority for decorating. Lindsay has a decent creativity skill, not super high, but you are going to be our new decorate boy. Let's get that going because we definitely have plenty of painting around here. We're going to have to replace all these with masterpieces down the road, but I just want to get the ball rolling on that. We should probably do something about these thimble reeds as well. I am kind of all over the place with this build right now, but we are getting there. All right, let's go ahead and finish rebuilding this. So it's 2 down, kind of like that. And then we do the hydroponic. Okay, and then we leave a gap, and then we do hydroponic. Let's go ahead and build that there. Now here is where it gets a little funky because we go same level, right? We go all the way to here, and then we go up to there. So just cancel that for now so that you can get in here and work through either level. And then we can start getting this all done. Now, why does it say we don't have enough plastic? Because we definitely have plastic right here. It's that there's no suits. I see. So, what exactly is going on with the suit here? Interesting. How is this all going, by the way? A lot of long hair larva eggs. It's a little surprising to me. I thought there'd be more just regular larva eggs. I think we might need to build a couple of these incubators. Kind of have to be a little careful about what material I use. Well, I think we have enough gold. That's fine. I didn't want to do that. Keep misclicking just by a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and get those built. We can put these long hair larva eggs in there so they're not cramped. Hopefully they'll keep producing more eggs for a while. It's nice to have the crude. I'm not too concerned about it. My main purpose of this is just to destroy the carbon dioxide in a way that doesn't require this carbon skimmer, which, by the way, I'm going to deconstruct that right now as well. Get that out of the picture. I do want to up the priority on mopping this water because the polluted oxygen's got to kind of stop. I also want to up the priority on getting this sweeping done. How are they coming on the dig up at the top here? I don't think I've paid much attention to this. They are doing a surprisingly good job. We should probably put a dig command up here, at least before all the ice melts. It's probably a good idea. All right, that is all moving along just fine. Oxygen production is going well. I don't see any breathability issues at the moment. Plenty of oxygen getting pumped around. No problem. If anything, there might be a little too much oxygen in some of these spaces, but that's all right. It's just backing up. It's not a big deal. I'm glad to see this filling up over here as well, with getting this kind of out of the way. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm kind of in a deconstructing mood right now to reduce the amount of stuff we have. So I am going to just kind of strip all of this out because we just don't need it anymore. Yeah, we'll just get this all out of the way. If we need it again in the future, we can rebuild it. The nothing's stored in there right now anyway. Looks like it's still a little bit warm over here, but nothing too drastic. We could dig that out. Just a couple tiles. Mop this up because the water's not spilling out anymore. I think that's fair. Decor is definitely better. I mean, these are still kind of crappy paintings, but they're still plus 60, so can't complain too much about that. It certainly puts people in a better mood overall. I do want to increase the priority of these incubators so we can get these swept out of there. Probably should do a little mop over here as well. Okay, these are going to be long hair larva eggs because that's what I don't want. Get them out of there and make these not feel cramped. Which will help with their reproduction rate. And the long hair larvas, because they increase morale and they need oxygen, I believe, we can just kind of let them chill and make, or not morale, decor. They can just make the decor a little bit better. All right, let's go ahead and copy this down to here. Looks like I gotta replace that. Copy this down to here. We could do an incubator where we keep at least one glossy Drecklet egg in there. That's fine. And then we're going to want mealwood seeds for sure. Get those settings applied. Get this mopped out of there. Get it out of the way. All right, we got some flooding going on over on this other. We haven't checked over here in a while. Calories are a little dicey. It's not terrible, but it's definitely a little dicey. Temperature is, I don't know. The temperature's kind of low. Like it's in the mid-20s, mid to upper 20s. But for some reason, the bog buckets are still registering in the 30s. So hopefully these wheezeworts eventually kind of tamp down on. I think I am going to uproot another one and put another wheezewort in here. Maybe it'll just help bring this temperature down a little bit more. Oxygen production is going pretty well over here. Although we are backing up on hydrogen, which is a little problematic. Oh, there's a genetic mutation over here. Interesting. All right, let's get a wheezewort planted over here. I do not have a wheezewort seed to plant. So let's work on solving that problem. Oh, we need to submit to a bioscan. Interesting. Well, let's dig this out anyway. Maybe we can at least get a wheezewort dug out. And make sure we have this indicated to plant here so I don't forget about it. And then I can't choose it unless there's a seed available. That's a little unfortunate, but that's all right. We'll get there pretty quickly. Who is... Nobody's over here. Perfect. This oxygen will eventually settle down to here. I'm not too worried about that. These bog buckets are still growing just fine, so at least we have that going for us. These are kind of a waste up here. I don't think we're doing anything with those at the moment. We should probably formalize this a little bit better over here for producing power and gas and everything, but not quite yet. I think we're still okay for now. All right, let's go ahead and plant that wheezewort down. What do we got here as far as blueprints go? Sweetle, you could be good over here. So let's wrangle you. I don't even know if we have somebody that can do wrangling over here, but I would like to put the Sweetle in the farm. That would be nice. We probably should like get some piping in here. All right, so I think we're okay on food. This wheezewort should hopefully be enough to drive the temperature down just a little bit better. And then is there a way... Let's get a fridge Let's just build a fridge over here. I think it's fine. We have plenty of material. I think the power should be... I mean, the potential load's bad, but the current load's pretty low, so it'll probably be okay. Let's hop back to our main planetoid and see how that is going. So we're still working on kind of deconstructing and building all this over here. Did we select a... No, we didn't. Okay, so copy settings. All there. We want meal wood all around. Probably have to dig through here, at least. So we can get these last pieces built, although they're not crucial to the construction of this thing. This wiring situation has to be kind of resolved. Actually, I think we just need to go here, because all this is being deconstructed anyway. So we should probably issue a deconstruct command over here. Wiring-wise, I don't think any of this needs to exist anymore either. Nor that. Is there anything else we can clean up while we're over here? We don't need this. Don't need that. All of this wiring can go. Alright, well, I mean, it's good for now. I know there's a little bit there, but we can worry about that a little bit later. Okay, I think... All right, we definitely need plumbing over here. Let's bring this down here. Come across. Come down here because there's going to be a wall there. And I'm going to go underneath and then go up to each one, which is a little silly, but at least they're independently getting fed rather than relying on the one before it to be fine. Let's go ahead and mop all of that up. Put priority 8 on all of this stuff, particularly the piping. We're going to have to build another atmosuit dock over here. All right, nobody should be starving. There's plenty of food available. Like, by a significant margin, there's plenty of food available. Every bed is currently occupied. I would like to build even more, but this is going to be dripping water down in this direction, so I am a little worried about building even here. I guess it'll just drip on top of it and spill off the side, so it's probably fine, but we'll have to figure that out. Okay, this seems to be doing better over here. They're actually churning through this carbon dioxide pretty quick, which is not too surprising, but... Alright, let's build some more ladder stuff over here. Build a tile here. We need to deconstruct this. We need to deconstruct this door and that tile. All of this is getting deconstructed. That should be deconstructed. I thought that would have been selected as part of like removing the piping, but apparently it was not. We just need to make sure we can get to all this stuff successfully. All right, let's get all of that out of there. We got priority 8 on that. That's good enough. It's pretty solid. Can he not get out of there? I mean, he should be able to. They're able to hop down from that height over here. Be a little surprised if they couldn't. let's get that built. That will need power, and it will need yeah, I guess the power can just come straight across here. It will also need ventilation lines. So we can keep that coming down here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to like deconstruct that little bit of line there so that the two of these don't meet up together. And then I will need a gas bridge over here. And then a gas pump over here. And then is this wired to anything? And currently is not. I'm probably going to need that to be wire bridged over here and get that built as well. Quite a mess, but I think it'll be okay. Carbon dioxide gets filtered out there. That's set correctly. Let's get priority 9 on all of this stuff just to get it all built as fast as possible. And then I think we'll be in a pretty good place. I want to get that little bit mopped up before I... Okay, perfect. So we will put brine in here. Fill this up. We'll start pumping out this once this is all sealed. The one thing I did forget, which I'm kind of glad that didn't get built first, is I do want to put this down, and then we'll get this incubator going. So let's get all this built first. We can at least start filling this up with brine. There's a lot of dupes just building over here. It's perfect. It's exactly what I like to see. Hey, look, one of these guys wandered in here already. What are they doing? Well, they're getting there. I guess there's not a need for a mop command anymore, right? Because we kind of eliminated that whole area. Once this wire is built, I'll cancel that. Get that out of there. Yeah, good thing we kind of dug under here so we can get under here and work on the piping for this section. I wish this was up and running so we can get more of this carbon dioxide cleaned out. I do want to kind of move... I'll do priority 8 on this. I kind of want to shut this door off so they can't get to it anymore. And they have to go up and over through here. So that by opening both these doors back to back kind of lets some of this carbon dioxide back out. And I just kind of want to reduce the risk of that by forcing them to go up and over to get into there. Okay. Looks like everything's going pretty well right now. Thimbleweed's still being produced. Not super quick, but it is being produced. Did we ever sweep all this stuff up here? No, it's all still there. They're doing it. It's just taking a while. It's a lot of material. At least it's getting stored properly. Seems to be anyway. Okay, we got this going. The wiring's almost done. We definitely have to get that filled up. Do we still have... Okay, we don't have a... We don't have a thing over here anymore to get the water out. That would explain whether or not a pitcher pump. So I think we'll just build it here. And we'll just have to deconstruct this this ladder. And that way they get in there, start digging that stuff out. Or pumping that stuff out, I should say. Okay. Plenty fine on food right now. Primarily gristleberry, which is not ideal. But plenty of calories. Gotta get heat going over here somehow. So much to do, so little time to do it. Okay, we are pretty much done over here. Let's see. So let's cancel this mopping command. We do want glossy Dreckos and glossy Drecklets. Auto wrangle surplus. We want 7 critters. All that is fine. Okay, this has started pumping out gas already, which is a little premature because we don't have an airlock yet. But that's all right. Let's go ahead and deliver suit to both of these places. I am going to temporarily... we're just going to do always for now. No, I would have to disable the building, which is fine. We can definitely disable the building. How is the ventilation status? Okay, it is starting to... Can we get more oxygen in this line? Yeah, I think we can get more over there. So if we could bridge this together... Can I do a gas bridge and do that? Get that done as fast as possible. I just want to see how that works. Oh, no, I need it the other way around. Silly me. All right, gas bridge. I need this to be the input, that to be the output. There we go. Get that built. Okay. That does seem to be working. Although it is just kind of venting out some of the oxygen right here. But bigger chunks of oxygen are headed down here now. Which ultimately will mean more reaching down here and filling these suits up. So that's fine. It's not going to be perfect, but the suits will eventually be filled up, and that's all that really matters. We definitely have to... I don't think we need to do, like, crazy priority, but... Can't really do anything with that until that's done. Okay. So just take some dirt. Which is not super important, but... Okay, so brine can be pulled from here. There's plenty of brine available to be pulled. I had to dig that out again. We should probably just turn this stuff off right now. We're not doing anything with this. Let's just disable it for the time being. I don't know why they're idle. Let's reprioritize getting all this built. Should probably really prioritize that stuff over there. Okay, this needs to... I don't want sweep only. No pending deliveries. Why are we no pending deliveries? Enable auto bottle. That's it. Okay. I knew there was something I was missing there. Because they just weren't doing it. Who is suffocating and where are you? Oh, it's all these dupes up here. Yeah, they're gonna have to be careful with that. They just trapped themselves. Alright, hopefully they're not dumb enough to kill themselves, but I definitely don't put it past any of them. The whole point was to build the ladders in advance. That does not seem to be happening. They seem perfectly content with suffocating themselves. Okay. I'm a little surprised there's no power there. Oh, because this isn't connected here. Okay, that's fine. Somebody's gonna die up here. I can tell you already. It's kind of crazy how silly they are about building this stuff. Okay, so I almost had to put this at like a priority 7. And then like up the priority of the first ones. Alright, looks like our coal is still churning away here. Let's check on our resources. I haven't looked at this in a while. How are we on coal? Lots of it. Alright. Definitely have a lot better decor than we had a couple episodes ago. A lot of green all over the place. Stress is kind of moved accordingly. Right, is this pretty much good, or is it still, it's still kind of working its way around here? I mean, the good news is with this gas pump running right now, it's still sucking out a bunch of the air. Oh yeah. He almost died. He came within like millimeters of bar there. That is not good. Alright, well, at least he got out of there. Alright, so we need to copy the settings from this one to that one. It's definitely green, which is not a surprise at all. Okay. Well, at least there's a ladder there for him. Okay. Unreachable build. Oh, that's because these two aren't built. That makes sense. Well, they will eventually, once this is done, they'll eventually get around to it. I feel like they're better with ladders. I know that's why I kind of do this scaffolding thing. Plus, the air can flow between it, and it's cheap and quick to build. So, eventually I'll go back and build flooring here, but for the time being, I'm just going to leave it at ladders for now. They're delivering all the rock that they need there, it looks like. This guy's just kind of screwed himself a little bit. Alright. We are making some progress anyway. Alright, let's take a look while they're doing that, and I will glance away, and somebody will probably die immediately after I look away, but let's go ahead and check this out. We do need ammo suits delivered here. They still have not delivered anything, but the priority is there, and the job is getting queued, so eventually they'll get around to it. Let's look at the power situation. I do need the wire to be hooked up to that for sure. So I think we can prioritize getting that built. let's go back to the other planetoid. Just take a quick look. All right, calories are definitely, like, bog jelly's definitely happening now. This Wheezewort here made all of the difference. We did not designate a filter here. Let's go ahead and do all. And they should refrigerate this this bog jelly so it doesn't rot as quick. And that should buy us a little more time with the food over here, which is perfectly fine. I thought we kept clicking submit bioscan. Still can't do it though. So that's fine. Got some plug slugs over on this side. We are kind of running, the battery power is running a little low. Surprised this generator's not running yet. It hasn't reached the threshold on this guy, which I guess is fine. Oh, what's going on with radiation over here? That's a little goofy. Okay, we do have a long hair larva hatched over here. So the decor is kind of following it as it moves. Or long hair slickster, I should say. Which is just fine and dandy. Did we get this built up here? Let's take a look. It's pretty much done. Once they get this, they can finalize this, and this will start pumping. We have a fair amount of hydrogen trapped up top there, so that'll feed into this. We are running a little low on power. We're not positive at the moment, but we are starting to run a little low for sure. This guy should probably tack onto somebody over here. Keep the oxygen flowing. But overall, it's pretty well throughout the base. I can't complain too much. But I think we're in a good spot here to kind of put the cut in for this episode. We're pretty much done with our glossy Drecko second farm here. Once this water gets filled up, and we can work towards pumping some hydrogen into both of these because they're kind of both a little low. We've made a little more progress. Mostly up here, just like digging out all this and getting, here we go, the hydrogen starting to pump along. We're going to get that all kind of cleared out. I do want to get this all deconstructed here. I think we can take care of that. And then we're still working on getting all these canvases kind of built out and finalized. I would like to look real quick before we call it at our artist. He is making progress towards another level, so I'll slap it in there when he's ready to go. Oxygen generation's great. Everything's good. Our little slickster farm is building up no problem. We got 3 in there now, another egg there, and a couple long hair eggs along the way. Yeah, I think we've made some pretty decent progress. I really would like them to get working on repairing this, but they have not yet seen fit to do so. I'm thinking there's probably some settings somewhere I've got screwed up that they're not working on that. So I will have to dig a little more into that next episode, and hopefully we'll get the space stuff up and running. So thank you for watching. We will see you in the next one.